Like, nigga, this Constitution has been suspended multiple times, man.
Hey,
Under any state of emergency, your Constitution goes out the window. Why you think that Biden is going for the guns right now? You know? Why you think they're trying to get rid of freedom of speech and freedom of religion? You know? They're making it illegal for you to literally have a religion. They're trying to link that with domestic terrorism, man.
Or you ain't got no freedom of speech no more.
No, you don't. You know,
you
don't have privacy. You don't have liberty to do shit, man.
What are the first three? The freedom of speech, the right to bear arms, and the freedom of religion.
Press. But no, that's all part of the first.
First. Okay, that's part of the first one. Yeah.
Freedom of assembly, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom of speech.
That shit's all out the window now.
That's out the window now, man. You know? This nigga don't know a damn thing. He couldn't even list. I'm pretty sure we put him on the spot. All right, nigga, name the first three amendments.
Bill of Rights.
You know? Well, yeah, what is the Bill of Rights? How many amendments are in the Bill of Rights? You know? But a nigga just comes up and show how low of an individual they be, man. This is why the nations don't respect you. They all see you as just dumb, low life niggas, man. You know?
The nigga got that deep spirit.
Yeah. Nigga talking about gematria. What the fuck that got to do with prophecy, man? And what's going on right now? We know these devils do. They deal with numerology on the left hand. We could go into all that, but what the fuck is the point? You know? I bet he don't see 144 every day. Or 444s.
Yeah.
He wouldn't know what that means.
777.
777, you know. But hey, like the scriptures say, man, a prudent man dealeth with wisdom, but a fool live open his folly, man. You know. That's why he got emotional, because really, if he would have stood here, you know, he would have got his, ego hurt, you know. Because you know, we don't always just jump out at you. Like, we're going to be like, all right, so you saying these things? All right, well, we up here, we deal with the scriptures. If what you saying coincides with the scriptures, let's deal with that. And Jake got real defensive real quick and got emotional because he can already sense that he was getting ready to be confounded, man. You know? That's why we don't fuck with, you know, the 2/3, man. We ain't out here for them. Okay?
That's all right. He gonna remember this moment in the kingdom and be ashamed, man.
Yeah. I mean, what it boils down to is Jake don't have respect because, you know, Jake has. It's like a complex that they have, man. You know, they're taught to have no respect for themselves.
Or they own people.
Or their own people. Yep. Yahweh Shai said that a prophet is not without honor except in his own country. His own people didn't regard him. So hey, we're gonna suffer the same treatment from our own people, man. The nigga clearly didn't have no respect, man. He thought we were just some weirdos up here standing out here not knowing what the hell we're talking about. You know? When the brother pulled his car, the nigga got whole emotional. You know?
Yeah.
That's another sign that that Jake, you know, fell as a people, man. Seeing how emotional niggas are, man. Can't have a civil, manly conversation without getting all, you know, soft and shit, man. Getting all effeminate. That was some effeminate shit how he stormed off, man.
Talk to you. That's what came up to us.
That's what the nigga want me to do.
That's what. That's what. But that's what that is. You know. That's a man. He has testosterone, but he got that effeminate hard drive. You got something?
John chapter 6, verse 6. No, Slocky. John chapter 7, verse 6. Then Yahushua said unto them, my time is not yet come, but your time is already ready. The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil.
So hey, just like they hated our Lord, they're gonna hate, the men who's coming in instead as well.
Yep.
And they're gonna be disrespectful. Hey, going back to Wisdom of Solomon in the 5th chapter. See, when judgment hits, they're gonna have regrets.
Good.
They're gonna have regrets, man. They're gonna be like, yo, like them dudes that was out there that, I was trying to, I called myself trying to school, or I was trying to disrespect. I came because I saw these dudes. They looked like they were jokes. It's gonna start to finally hit them. It's gonna hit them, man. That's what makes that chapter, Wisdom of Solomon 5, so heavy, man. Because that's going within the mind of a person that's convicted when they know that they fucked up.
Same with that Ezekiel 33.
And it shall be known that a prophet has been among them. Yeah, man. Oh, matter of fact, this is Wisdom of Solomon, and I'm gonna read the 5th chapter, and I'm gonna read it in the GNT version. You can come back. Jake is hella emotional, man. It says, verse. I'll start at 1. It says, on that day, someone righteous, full of confidence, will stand before those who oppressed him and made light of his labors. They will be amazed to see him safe and will tremble with terrible fear. Then they will regret what they did, and groaning in anguish, they will say to one another, right? This is the one who we made fun of. We thought he was a joke.
Adonai.
What fools we were. We thought he was crazy to live the way he did.
Adonai. They also
we
say
didn't honor
730.
him. And now here he is, one of the Most High's own children,
Ali.
with a place of his own among the Most High's people.
Right.
We were the ones who wandered off the right road.
The wilderness.
We never lived
Why you
in
leave
the light
Egypt?
of righteousness.
Come
we
back
never
to
caught the
Egypt.
first
That's where you
glimmer
want to
of
come.
its
Back
light.
to the Kim.
All our lives, we wandered across unmarked deserts instead of following the road which the Lord wanted us to travel.
Idolatry.
You see how much was said in that,
Chasing
man?
after the ox. Red
That's
beans and
talking
ox
about how our
tails.
people, they chose darkness rather than light, man.
It don't matter what you choose.
See?
You got to choose the direction. It
And
don't
our
matter
people, they don't have
the
respect
color
for the
you go
word of the
with.
Most High. That's why
Dark,
they come
light,
up
it
with
don't matter. None of that. There's no duality when you come with perfection.
Ecclesiastes, because 8 and 18, a man of an ill tongue
back to the
is
Kemetic
dangerous
science.
in his city.
Allah.
And he that is rash in his
Adonai,
talk shall be
Ahaya.
hated.
Bugged out, man.
He marked himself going that way. He came back this way and got extra marked.
That nigga said red beans and oxtail.
Bro,
Man,
casting into outer darkness, man.
I was waiting for him to say the nigga woman was God so we can get the sign. Come back to
He all
Kevin.
over the place.
Come back to comedic science,
Kemetic.
He all over the
but
place.
still Adonai
Yes.
and Ahaya. You see what I mean?
All over the place.
He's just foaming out his shame. He's a confused nigga. That's a confused nigga, man.
That's one of them niggas that watch everybody.
Pretty much.
They watch Hebrew Israelites. They watch Sinetta,
They watch
Christianity.
Ancient aliens.
Yeah.
It's nothing but babble, man.
Damn.
Nothing but straight up babble.
So
That's them kind of niggas that was at Areopagus.
Yeah.
Mars
Yeah,
Hill,
yeah.
You know?
Them is the type of niggas that go to Sinetta awards and shit. You know?
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
The nigga have a tattoo of a Ankh, a fucking Star of Rifam, which they call the Star of David.
Yeah, Sphinx.
You know? A Sphinx. He'll have all that. The fucking crescent moon
And a cross.
with a cross on it. Like he's one of them kind of niggas, man. You know? And that lets you know that our people have been tossed to and fro by Satan. Man.
Damn.
You know? There's no rehabilitating a nigga like that, man. You just gotta let a nigga like that go, man. You know? You just gotta let his ass go.
You'll go mad trying to rehabilitate that nigga right there, man.
Yeah.
Shit. End up bugging yourself out.
Hey, get us Sirach 22 and 13.
Sirach 22 and 13. Talk not much with a fool, and go not to him that hath no understanding. Beware of him, lest thou have trouble, and thou shalt never be defiled with his foolery.
Yep.
Depart from him, and thou shalt find rest, and never be disquieted with madness.
Man. Oh, you just gonna bug yourself out, man. Oh, it's best to just let the nigga be, man. just let him alone. You know? Don't deal with this nigga, man. Let him believe what he wanna believe, man. Shit. You know? That's like why deal with somebody like that, man? Why entertain that?
There's no edification gonna come out of that.
Nothing. No edification, man. Time will be wasted. You know? So when he came back and he started, interrupting us, really Satan was on him. You know? But it was good to not engage with this nigga. He's already marked, man. The Lord got him in, he cast him into outer darkness. All right? 2/3 of our people are gonna be in that mindset. They're gonna be in that state until the cities be wasted and without inhabitants.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? The Isaiah 6 and 9 and 10.
That's right.
He's gonna be in that bugged out state until the missiles come. All right? Or he might not even make it to the missiles. Esau might just clip it.
Yeah, when that flood comes, dude gonna get swept away.
Yep.
Revelation 22 and 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. He that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to his work shall be.
Yeah, and basically the Lord is saying, hey, what these people are, they were ordained to be what they were. You can't, you have no bearing on that. You can't change. If the wicked is wicked, hey, there's nothing you can do about that. You know? If a person is filthy, hey, there's nothing, you can't clean them. The Lord want him filthy, he gonna be a filthy nigga, man. You know?
Yeah.
Let the 2/3 be the 2/3. And stop trying to, make intercession for him, man.
And that's wrong with a lot
Stop
of
trying to reason with him. Stop trying to, give him pity. The Most High ain't dealing with them, man.
That's right, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with them, a lot of them other groups. They're trying to save all of Israel.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a reason why the Lord got them in this state, man.
I
He had
got a
more.
little bit
Yeah,
more.
go ahead.
Verse 14, blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs, and sorcerers, and whoremongers, and murderers, and idolaters. That's that nigga. That's
There's no telling with that nigga, because for him to even be associated with all that madness, that nigga, he's a wicked, he's a malicious soul. That's a wicked nigga. He's a grimy ass nigga. All right? There's no telling what type of, dirt, what type of, grimy wickedness he's done. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no telling what that nigga up to right now.
Yeah. Especially if you walking up and down here by yourself. You know? Go ahead.
And idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
Come.
This is Proverbs 16, it's like Proverbs 17 and 28. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise. And he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding.
Read that again.
Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise. And he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding.
Time. Yeah, usually people that are more knowledgeable and intelligent, they do more observing and listening than speaking. You know, a nigga that's just so quick to run up out the mouth, he gonna show you in a second that he's just a fucking cornball, man. You know, he don't know what the hell what he's talking about. You know. Yep.
Sirach 20:6. Some man holdeth his tongue, but he hath not to answer, and some keepeth silence knowing his time. A wise man would hold his tongue to see till he see opportunity, but a babbler and a fool will regard no time.
Oof.
He that uses many words shall be abhorred, and he that taketh to himself authority therein shall be hated.
Hey, man. That's him, man. You know? He didn't consider what he did was evil. The scriptures tell you not to be rash with your mouth, man. A man's mouth is his own destruction, man. You know? It tells you that in Proverbs, the 18th chapter. All right? The fruits of it is you know, death, life and death is in the power of the tongue, man. Right? And for him to try to associate, which really, good thing he didn't mention the true name of the Lord. Because if he would have said the Most High's true name, but also tried to throw in Kemet and all that other shit, he would be guilty of blaspheming the name of the Heavenly Father. But you're not supposed to associate the name of the Father with idols. And really, he was actually doing that, man. Even though he didn't say the name of the Father, but you know, he's talking about the God of the Scriptures. So if you want to use that name or that God, and then you want to associate him with idols, don't you know that you got put to death for that shit, man? Right. You see, that nigga's worthy of death. But you got certain Israelite groups that'll try to bargain with this nigga.
They'll try to reason with him.
Yeah.
God damn.
They'll try to convert him.
Man, fuck him, man. Fuck the 2/3, man.
That's right.
Okay.
James 3:5. Even so, the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue amongst our members, that is defiled the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature. For it is set on the fire of hell. That's the point, man. The tongue, the tongue is like a sword, man. A tongue can, start wars, battles.
Yeah.
The tongue can cause all types of destruction, man.
God.
It's Matthew 12:36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, every idle word that men shall speak, but I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words shalt thou be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. Going back into the member of the tongue, man.
Yep.
Because as the brother's saying, hey, tongue can start wars. Hey, and knowing how Jake get down in the curses when they activate, hey man, a tongue, something as simple as a woman gossiping, hey, could get Jake killed, man. Get him set up, get him smoked, hey, get him put on child support. Hey, and the worst, man, the worst happens from not thinking before you speak.
Hey, Khan, hey, death and life are in the power of the tongue.
That's right.
And out here, we're speaking life. These are the words that lead to life, eternal life.
Yep.
What this dude speaking of, man? What's he talking about? Death. That's what he talking about. Death.
Yeah, I got more on this. James 3:7. For every kind of beast, and of birds, and of serpents, and of things in the sea is tame, and has been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison.
Kind. Like the saying in the world, they say, what, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That shit's false, man. Hey, because we even went into how the word, Hebrews 4:12, how the word of the Lord is sharper than any two-edged sword, man, cutting, dividing asunder to the joints and the marrow, man. You know? So the word speaking is a powerful thing, man.
Hey, what's that with the word of the king is?
What you looking for?
Where the word of a king is, there's power, or something like that?
I got a precept. Though. Hosea chapter 6, verse 5. Yep. Hosea 6:5. Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as light that goeth forth. So the word of the Heavenly Father through the tongue of the prophets. It'll cut you down, man. It'll cut your spirit down, man. And if your spirit is not able to, sustain that words of the Heavenly Father, you likely ready to fight the men of the Lord, man. You likely ready to do harm to the men of the Lord.
That's right.
Because the words of the Lord is coming out his tongue, man.
I got that precept, bro. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 4. Where the word of a king is, there is power. Alright? And these are the words of the ultimate king. Alright? And these words hold great power, man. This is a very powerful thing. This is where the elites are shaking in their boots.
Yep.
This is why they're doing what they're doing. Because they see the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai coming out. That's right.
Yeah, this word is why we're getting all this attention, amongst the Congress. The fact that they're having Congress hearings and all of a sudden we're being mentioned. That's because we're fanning their hand, like it tells you in Isaiah the 13th chapter, man, that we may go into the gates of the noble. You see? We done turned this world upside down with this truth, man. We done filled the world with this doctrine.
That's right.
This word is showing you that it's powerful, man.
That's right.
Goddamn Constitution. What the fuck is wrong with Jake, man? And it shows you that nigga, he's not all the way there, man. He's just all over the place. He's just basically a scatterbrain. Yeah. Yeah, but the scriptures tell you that about how Israel was, man. They played the whore. They would just go into every, high place and play the whore, man. They deal with this God, then they deal with that God over here, and their belief system, and then, I'm gonna take a little bit from that God over here. Just playing the fucking whole, man. You're taking in all that bullshit, and you wonder why you're so fucking bugged out and confused. Just like a woman that retains the DNA of a bunch of men. That science is coming out how now you understand why these women are so fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's because they got all this DNA and energy from all these multiple men that they let inside of them.
Yeah.
So so she can't pair bond. She can't stick and be faithful with one man. Well, that's how Israel is, man. They can't be faithful to their own power, man. So they got all these brutish, ideologies within them that they didn't took from these other nations, man.
Which are demons.
Yeah. And idols are a snare to your soul, man. They're cursed. This nigga talking about Kemet. All those idols of Egypt, they all been confounded. The Babylonian idols, they all been confounded. Okay. Why didn't Egypt ever rise back after that happened with the Exodus?
Yeah, gone.
You know. Why was their status in the world? Why wasn't that restored? You know, since then. It's all bullshit, man. It all goes back to mythology. But Jake utilized that to appear like they're deep. You know? But,
It's Isaiah 29:9. Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink.
Yep. All over the place.
Gone.
All over the place, man. You know? And he was just randomly just yelling out
Yeah, random shit.
random
bro.
shit.
That's demons.
That's demons, man.
They had a whole soup of doctrines and beliefs.
Yeah, which come with a whole soup kitchen of demons.
Gone, right.
You know?
For the Lord Yahweh hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, have you covered.
What will you do with your son going off to college?
What you'll do
That
is
was
claim
it.
tuition tax credit for your
Somebody get Proverbs. Proverbs, I think it's 30 maybe. It talks about the mixed wine. Or it might be 29th
Yeah,
chapter.
that's the majority of our people, man. They got different philosophies, you know, that they take hold of, man. You know?
No, 23. Proverbs
Without seeking to, you know, to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. There's one way to the Most High and the Son, man. You know? You can't pair, you can't mesh, you know, these other philosophies with the truth,
23
man.
and
With the truth of the Heavenly Father,
30.
you can't do it, man.
actually you can start at
You gotta pick one, man.
start at 27.
Pick the truth.
Talking about the strange woman.
It's Proverbs 23 and 27.
Shabbat.
Proverbs 23 and 27. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit.
And we know that that's parabolically speaking of strange philosophies, which Jake is all into. They're intrigued by wayward philosophies, man. You know? If it sounds appealing, if it sounds good, you know, Jake is going to incorporate that with their belief, their viewpoint, their belief system. Okay? But it's just nothing but a strange woman, man, trying to seduce you. Really, her job is to get you away from the path of the Most High. Go ahead.
It's like it. That was an example earlier. But Jake, you know, brother speaking, you know, Jake stopped, you know, and he had his woman with him. You know, he stopped and paused, and, you know, and heard for a minute, and his woman said, "Come on, let's go." And like, he ran to his woman.
Well,
You know? There it is.
28. She also lieth in wait as for a prey, and increaseth the transgressors among men.
she wait, what?
Yeah, she increaseth the transgressors among men.
Oh man. She increases the transgressors among men. So basically, these wayward philosophies, they actually help to further push wickedness and madness to keep our people in continual sin against their God, man.
Yeah, bro.
You know,
It's 29.
that Egyptian, that Kemet shit, that's just to keep Jake in that Queen of Heaven spirit. You know, when Jake is constantly worshiping a woman, that homosexual spirit. You know, keeps them in sin and wickedness, man. That whole you know, liberal spirit, that feminist spirit, do as thou will spirit. That's just to keep you in transgressions. All right. So that lets you know what that those philosophies those are strange, man. It's a strange woman that's going back to the garden. You know,
Yeah.
Eve got beguiled and was intrigued by the shit that she saw, and it was pleasant to her eyes, so she just went along with it.
Lot's wife. She turned back because she was, like you said, intrigued by what was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's continuing Proverbs 23. This is verse 29. Who hath woe? Who hath sorrow? Who hath contentions? Who hath babbling?
Who have babbling. Go ahead.
Who hath wounds without cause? Who hath redness of eyes? They that tarry long at the wine, they that go seek, it's like they that go to seek mixed wine.
They that go to seek mixed wine.
That's even bad.
That's terrible.
Man. That's like Jake drinking dark and light on the same night.
And yah.
And you're gonna have a mean old hangover. And that's what our people are suffering from.
Yeah.
Big old hangover. Alright? They drunk.
Totally intoxicated that you don't even you don't even understand how fucked up you are. You know? You just, like you need people to, hold you up and shit, man.
Yeah.
You don't know where you at. But hey, there be certain drunks that, they're so confident, they think that there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not drunk.
I'm not an alcoholic.
They so confident they'll drive sometime. No, I can drive. Give me my keys. Like you said.
Calm, man.
Bring this car around the tree and shit.
And then everywhere you going, you just fucking vomiting everywhere, man. Throw up all over the place. And that's when you go to Jude, the first chapter. It says, talking about, go to that real quick. Jude 1 and 13, where it says foaming out their shame. That's that damn vomit from all the fucking mixture of wine, man. All them philosophies, all them doctrines that's out there.
You said Jude 1?
1 and 13.
Okay, yep. This is the book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 13. Raging waves of the sea, foaming out their own shame.
Foaming out their own shame, man. It's just shame just coming out your lips, man. Coming out the mouth. You're gonna mention Adonai, which that's not even how you say the Most High's name. All right. The correct way of saying it is Adon, all right, which means Lord, Master. Right. Abraham was called that. Elisha was called Master, Lord. Okay.
David said called Solomon. Yeah, Lord of
The Lord said unto my Lord.
Yeah, come,
man. That's a title. That's not the name of the Father. Right? Just bug the hell out though, man. But you want to name all these other, deities and shit like that, man.
Raging waves of the sea, foaming out their own shame. Wandering stars, to whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever.
You reserve, man, unto darkness, man. Blackness, the blackness of darkness. All right? Meaning blindness, man. I'm almost ready to shake the dust off this fucking street, man. But yeah, that's going into, you know, your spiritual blindness, man. These dudes that are, you know, foaming out their shame, the Lord blinded them. He cast them into outer darkness so that they can believe in, they can have a strong delusion believing in those lies, man. Okay? They basically, you fall into that dark pit. All right?
It's like an abyss. It's like,
Yeah.
if you fall so deep, you can't get out.
Yeah, man. And that's what hey, to fall into that, this fucking strange woman, she's gonna try to seduce you to come in and sup with her, and as soon as you walk through that door, there's a long ass fucking pitfall waiting for you. You know? She is a what's that in Proverbs 7? She is a gateway down to Hades. I think that's in Proverbs 7. There's been many men that's been seduced by her, you know, that fell into that.
Yo, I got it. This is Proverbs 7:26. For she had cast down many wounded, many strong men have been slain by her. Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death.
Going down to the chambers of death. See? When you following these other paths, man, that's going to lead you straight to death, man. There's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but there are the ways of death. The ways of the wicked are as darkness. Look, Judah on the back of the car.
Yeah, but you can't go see.
Yeah, but
Where it works at.
Give me Proverbs 22 and 14. And then you still in Proverbs? You can go back.
This is Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 14. The mouth of strange woman is a deep pit. He that is abhorred of the Lord shall fall therein.
Woo! He that is abhorred of the Lord shall fall therein. The Lord abhorred that nigga. If the Lord allow you to go into that Kemet Egyptology shit, the Lord abhors you. Or if you go into the way of Islam and you don't get recovered out of that shit, the Lord abhors you. Okay? You go into the way of plantation Christianity, the Lord abhors your ass, man. You know? That's just, it's just a bunch of garbage, man. It's madness. Alright? This word is pure. Alright, it tells you in Wisdom of Solomon how it's pure, it's subtle, it's a spirit.
She passes by all these different pureness.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
You know, it's plain. It's heavenly. All this other shit is devilish. You know?
It's life.
Yeah.
It's white. It's white.
That's right, man. That's why nothing can be compared to this, man. Alright?
Proverbs 30 and 5. I'm going to jump to 11. Every word of Yahweh is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. And add thou not unto his words, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar. Jumping down to 11. There is a generation that curseth their father and doth not bless their mother. There is a generation that are pure in their own eyes, and yet is not washed from their filthiness.
Yeah. Not washed from their filthiness, man. You know? That's why it says in Revelation 22, let the filthy be filthy still.
Okay.
You know, Jake think they got it. You know, they didn't hewn themselves cisterns, broken cisterns that can't hold any water. And them cisterns is hella dirty as hell. The water in it is the same water down there in Texas. Full of chemicals and parasites and shit. It's stagnant as hell. That's that Flint water.
Set that shit on fire.
Yeah.
Verse 13, there is a generation. How lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. There is a generation whose teeth are as swords, and their jaw teeth as knives to devour the poor from off the face of the earth. It's like from off the earth, and the needy from among men.
That was it. Go back.
This is back in Proverbs 23. This is 30. They that tarry long at the wine, they that go to seek mixed wine, look not upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth its color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright. How far down did you want to go, bro?
What verse you at?
31. I gotta read 32. So
Yeah.
it says, at the last it biteth like a serpent, and stingeth like an adder.
Uh-huh.
Thine eyes shall behold strange women, and thine heart shall utter perverse things.
That's it. After you done, intoxicated yourself, you done been sipping on all this wine. You like how it tastes. You like the buzz that you get from it. Now you don't even realize what the hell you saying.
God.
Yeah.
Now you just babbling.
Now you just babbling. And wine is a mocker, man. You see? Now you just all type of shit. You just coming, just foaming out the mouth, man. And you don't even realize that the Lord, when you say certain things, the Lord is observing you. That's why the Lord said, every idle word that man shall speak, they have to give an account in the day of judgment. All right? You're gonna be judged by the things that you said, man. See? Jake don't consider that at all. They're showing you that they really don't have a healthy fear of the Most High. The scriptures say, happy is the man that feareth always, man. And that was it, man. That was the point, though, man. You shall utter out perverse things. The Lord hates a forward mouth, man. Somebody find that.
Proverbs.
Yeah.
Maybe Proverbs 6. I'm not sure.
Get Proverbs 8 and 13.
God, this is Proverbs chapter 8 and 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the froward mouth do I hate.
That's it, man. The Lord hates a forward